Alex Jones' lawyers accidentally sent a file containing his cell phone data going back over 27 months, because this is what happens when you get your legal team from the same place you get your flat earth, 5G, pseudoscience medical experts.
You can't just cover a bunch of news and get somebody to understand that. You can't be told about the Matrix. You got to see it.
He does not cover news, and I love that his go-to defense is referencing the fictional place from action movies starring a mixed-race Canadian socialist. Perfect. It is pouring MAGA tears. Alex Jones discovers his legal team gave out his hand-drawn treasure map. I review the latest and stupid from his sidekick, Marjorie Taylor Greene, provide an update on Olivia Giuliana's activism, have a laugh with a new, genuine page out of Lauren Boebert's book, and more. Perjury Trader Greene tweeted, Nancy Pelosi refused President Trump's multiple requests to have the National Guard at the Capitol. She should be in jail. Naturally, I replied, Pelosi's office was not consulted or contacted regarding any request for the National Guard ahead of January 6th, and the Speaker of the House does not have the power to reject that type of request. It's clear that facts are a challenge for this Georgia gremlin. The socks stay on. Alex Jones' day in court was so bad that his lawyer was one box of melting hair dye away from going full Giuliani. And you never go full Giuliani. Alex repeatedly told jurors that he does not use email and that he had searched the contents of his phone for messages pertaining to the case and that he came up with nothing.
Can I have you look in the very bottom below the very bottom left corner? Is that your phone number?
Yes. So you did get my text messages. And it said you didn't. Nice trick.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Oh.
Indeed. You didn't give this text message to me. You don't know where this came from. Do you know where I got this?
No.
I love how Alex thinks it's a trick here because he is genuinely stunned that they have his phone records, and it's almost like he believes his own conspiracy junk for a moment, like as if George Soros had some secret way to hack in.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protect it in any way. And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession. And that is how I know you lied to me when you said you didn't have a text message about saying that.
That is the biggest OMG I am busted look since Chris D'Elia found out the girls he was messaging could screenshot their conversations. Alex's records were sent by a legal assistant of his lawyer, F. Andino Reynal, using a file-sharing link containing hundreds of gigabytes of data covering over 2 years of phone records. Hundreds of gigabytes, 2 years. This is a lot. Upon receipt, they were legally obligated to notify Reynal of what was obviously a mistake, and that started a 10-day period for Alex's legal team to notify them of any privileged records that could be returned, and they didn't.
Did you know that?
I told you the truth. This is your Perry Mason moment. I gave them my phone, and then...
Mr. Jones, you need to answer the question.
No,
Did you know this happened?
No, I didn't know this happened. But I mean, I told you I gave them the phone over.
But just
And
answer the question.
You said in your deposition, you searched your phone. You said you pulled down the text, did the search function for Sandy Hook. That's what you said, Mr. Jones, correct?
And I had several different phones with this number, but I did, yeah. Well, of course, I mean, that's why you got it.
No, Mr. Jones, that's not what happened.
My lawyer sent it to you, but I'm hiding it. Okay.
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones, that's...
Please just answer questions. There's no question. Mr. Bankston also only asks questions.
Sure.
Your lawyer sent it to them by mistake, and now you're going to lose your money and likely your freedom because perjury.
You may not say to this jury that you complied with discovery. That is not true. You may not say it again. You may not tell this jury that you are bankrupt. That is also not true. You may have filed for bankruptcy. I don't know that, but I've heard that. That doesn't make a person or a company bankrupt.
Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie again. Good dude. I have had quite a day. My lawyer gave away my iPhone, totally exposing that I have nothing but financially motivated beliefs, zero facts, and that I never completed a Wordle. Not one. They are very hard. I believe it's a trick. I'm just saying. I actually don't know my lawyer's first name. It's just F. That's why I hired him. I like that he kept it a secret, but MTG feels that his last name, Raynal, could be a clue as to my future if I do go to prison for this totally bogus travesty. I do have a feeling that my attorney may actually be a super smart robot from the future sent by the Trudeau, Soros, Panda Express globalists. They are running the world. I've seen it. 20 years ahead. Trudeau, Panda Express, Soros, it is crazy. We even got out the fake mail slot so she can pretend I am AOC and just scream at me and get all that rage out. And then I got her some official Dog the Bounty Hunter sunglasses, like I am really enjoying hitting the margarine taco gristle slip and slide AOC Dog the Bounty Hunter style. But if I just get a sliver of a sight of those deli dumpster, hammered spam can, Freddy Krueger skin, sarlacc pit-heeled, kebab shop trimming toad, mortadella meat stumps she has the audacity to call feet, it is all over. What is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
You're already under oath to tell the truth. You've already violated that oath twice today in just those two examples. It seems absurd to instruct you again that you must tell the truth while you testify, yet here I am. You must tell the truth while you testify. This is not your show.
This is not your show. You can't just make things up in court. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Conspiracy theories are for stupid people because having the sense that they know something special makes them feel smart.
Do you understand what I have said? Yes or no? Do you understand what I have said?
Yes, I believe what I said was true. So I don't.
Yes, you believe everything you say is true, but it isn't. Your beliefs do not make something true. That is what we're doing here. Just because you claim to think something is true does not make it true.
I love this woman. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can have your own beliefs, but you can't have your own facts. Believe all you want. It doesn't make it true. Thanks so much to everyone who requested. I read another genuine page from Lauren's book, and we're just going to grab one at random here. Stop. Let's go. There were balls everywhere, and I was ready to handle them. My palm was sweaty, and I wasn't wiping it on my cutoffs. I knew the moisture was going to help them glide the balls gently. Just as I cupped the first one, someone shouted, "Put that down!" I turned to see a man charging our way, pointing at my heels. "Stop it," he said. "You girls are supposed to be in bowling shoes." I thought about going out back and getting my hobo friend and a tire iron, but I must have thought about it a long time, because the man started waving his hands in front of my face saying, "Hello? Hello? Do you hear me?" I did, and I was not going to do bowling. We headed to the bar and didn't have fake ID, so we needed a little help from the kindness of older men. Soon, we were doing shooters with one, and he told me his name was Jason with a Y. A few tequilas and open-mouthed tongue kisses later, I got a napkin, took down his number, and put YASON next to it. He looked at it confused, and I gave it another shot. JASOY. "Perfect," he said, lighting another menthol. He could blow those little smoke rings, and I would poke them with my finger, because I like holes. At this point, Tessa and Amy were threatening to go home. You see, they had school the next morning, and I was telling them they should drop out because education is a government scam. And that's when it happened. Jason with a Y parted his Levi's and started waving it around. I was nervous because he had a Newport in the same hand, and I could tell the black things on his helmet were not beauty marks. He'd clipped it before. Tessa betrayed us and called the police. Amy threw up in an empty pitcher, and I knew I'd met the man of my dreams. I hope you've enjoyed this genuine page from Low Rent Booze Burp's latest book. If you have, please let me know in the comments, and I'll consider reading another page in the near future. Thank you. The guy with a DUI and an expired license to practice law tweeted, "Does supporting school prayer make me a Christian nationalist? Asking for a friend." Naturally, I replied, "Does endlessly searching for ways to get young women on their knees make you a certified Trump Cosby level creep who should be locked up?" Yes. Last week, I discussed Matt Gaetz doing his usual thing, going after teen girls, and how he totally got owned. And for those not following, Olivia Juliana crossed the $2 million mark this week, and at the time of filming this, she's raised over $2.2 million. Fantastic. A real comedian wouldn't pick a side for satire. MAGA tears. If you voted for Joe Biden, you go down in history as a traitor. This White House is a stolen White House. MAGA tears. What is this? I can't take you serious. MAGA tears. Every person watching this YouTube channel are brainwashed. 5G in the fake shot. Look it up. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media. It'll cost you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. If you can afford to, please hit the super thanks button or tip me via PayPal, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've supported Jim Jefferies on 5 of his tours. I have 3 albums on Spotify and Apple Music. Be sure to check them out. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.